All right, let's get into it. As a stylist, I have seen the buzz around the Dyson Airwrap literally everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, you name it. But, beyond all the hype, what does this tool actually mean for the health of your hair in the long run? That's what we're going to break down today, from a professional point of view.
I see the answer to this question in my salon chair every single day. Sizzling flat irons, curling wands that are just scorching hot. For so long, we've been told that you need that extreme heat to get the style you want. But the thing is, all that heat leads to split ends, breakage, and hair that's just kind of dull. It's this vicious cycle of damage that is so hard to fix.
And this is where the whole conversation starts to change. The Dyson Airwrap comes onto the scene not just as another styling tool, but as something that challenges that entire idea that heat is necessary. It's promising a completely different way to get the look you want without sacrificing your hair's health.
So let's try to think of this less as just a hair tool and more like a whole new philosophy for treating your hair. The goal here isn't just about looking good for a day. It's about getting that look while actively protecting your hair for the future.
So what is it really? Well, at its core, it's an all-in-one styler. But the game changer, the most crucial part, is the how. Instead of clamping your hair between two super hot plates, it uses the power of a high-speed jet of air. And that, right there, is the fundamental difference that changes everything.
Okay, so how in the world does it work without all that crazy heat? Well, it's not magic, it's actually physics. And this is the secret ingredient, the prescription that makes it all possible. It's something called the Coanda effect.
Now look, I'm a stylist, not a physicist, okay? But the idea behind this is actually pretty simple. When a really fast jet of air flows over a surface, it kind of sticks to it instead of just blowing straight ahead. Think of it like airflow that has some grip.
And this is just the perfect way to picture it. Seriously, if you've ever held a spoon under the faucet, you've seen this happen. The water doesn't just splash off, it bends and hugs the curve of the spoon. The Airwrap is doing that exact same thing, but it's using a jet of air instead of water. So cool, right?
So how does that actually style your hair? It's really just 3 simple steps. First, the tool shoots out a high-speed jet of air. Second, that air clings to the styling barrel, just like the water on the spoon. And then, this is the magic part. Your hair is drawn into that airflow and wraps itself around the barrel completely on its own. You get a perfect curl without any clamps or twisting your arm in weird ways.
Now, what I find really cool about this, as a stylist, is that it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. Hair health is so personal, and your styling should be too. The real advantage here is just how versatile it is. You can basically prescribe the right dosage for your specific hair type.
And here it is, the whole shebang, the complete toolkit. Every single one of these attachments is designed to use that same air technology to get a totally different result. You've got everything you need for curling, smoothing, adding volume, and drying, all in one kit.
Okay, so let's get practical. If you've got medium to long hair and you're dreaming of those big bouncy curls, you're going to grab the curling barrels. If you're someone who fights frizz and just wants a really sleek, smooth finish, the smoothing brushes are going to be your best friend. For my clients with finer hair who are always asking for more lift and body, that round brush is a total game changer. And that little dryer attachment, it's not just for drying. It uses that same Coanda effect to smooth down all those little flyaways for a super polished look.
Okay, but let's be real. No treatment is perfect, and we have to talk about the other side of this. We've gone over the amazing benefits for your hair's health, but now we have to talk about the cost of all this prevention. Let's weigh the pros and cons honestly.
And yeah, there it is. This is the biggest barrier for most people. The price. It's a huge financial investment, and there's just no way around that. This is probably the #1 thing you have to consider before you even think about buying one.
So let's just lay it all out. On the pro side, it is without a doubt healthier for your hair. It's an all-in-one tool which is super convenient, and yeah, it can give you incredible salon-quality results at home. But on the con side, it is expensive. There is a learning curve for sure. It takes some practice to get the hang of it. And frankly, if you have very short hair, it's probably not the best tool for you. So after looking at the science, the different tools, and of course the price, we're left with the big question. From a stylist's perspective, is this actually a worthy investment in your hair's future?
So here's my final take. The value of the Airwrap really comes down to how often you style your hair and how much you care about preventing damage. If you're using heat on your hair multiple times a week, think about the cost of this tool versus what you'd spend on hair masks, frequent trims, and all those products meant to fix heat damage. When you look at it that way, it's not just another purchase. It's an investment.
But, at the end of the day, it's a personal decision. You have to look at your routine, your budget, and what you really want for your hair. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What is the price you're willing to pay for healthy, beautiful hair in the long run?